everyone, it's just us. We promised we were going to add some new content, so here we are doing a movie review on Star Wars. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, don't watch this video because there's definitely going to be some spoilers.
Keep on moving. So before we get started into the movie review, like, comment, subscribe, look for our giveaways that we do occasionally. But movie reviews is something that we want to get into because we watch a lot of movies.
A lot of movies.
We won't bore you with the details of our life and all that kind of stuff. We really just want to talk about Star Wars and what we thought of it. So, what's your first impression?
I mean, the same thing that's on everybody's mind. Who's Rey?
That is true. Who is Rey?
She's definitely got to be a Skywalker.
It could either be the love child of Princess Leia and Luke.
We don't want to admit it, but we all know it's a possibility.
But I don't see them doing that because that's a
little extreme.
It's incest.
It's
so
extreme.
It's kind of very extreme.
It's weird.
So we're still kind of confused with Rhea, but I think overall our mutual agreement on that is that Luke's daughter.
She's definitely a Skywalker of some sort. Maybe there was another kid somewhere down the line who had Rey. I don't know. It's very confusing. But
well, there's a 30-year gap, so I think because of that gap, Luke had plenty of time to have a child, obviously, and the lightsaber spoke to Rey, which the same lightsaber was Anakin and Luke's.
Yes.
So it's kind of passed down through the generations of the Skywalker bloodline. So that's our first thought on that. What do you guys think? Do you think it's a love child between Luke and Leia, or do you think it's Luke's daughter with somebody else that we don't know yet?
I mean, there's definitely the possibility that she has nothing to do with either of them, and she's just a bloodline even stronger than any of them ever were.
That's true too. My second thought is Finn. Now, Finn has supposedly been raised through to be a stormtrooper, which is pretty much like brainwashed and, very strict soldier mentality.
Their entire life.
Randomly, Finn becomes this humorous character. He's a little...
He's definitely broke the mold from the rest of the stormtroopers, obviously. He's more humanized than any of the rest of them.
It might have taken a little bit too much time to build his character and to show a little bit more of his story. We obviously see his morals in the first shooting incident, in the first scene, but at the same time, I'm confused how Finn goes from this by-the-book stormtrooper with no history of anything, as Captain Phasm said, that all of a sudden he's a rebel. I think the story would have been a little bit better if they said that he was actually working with the Resistance the whole time, and he infiltrated the stormtroopers.
Yeah, but that wouldn't throw as much of a twist on it. I mean, they just want to show... I think they're trying to, like I said, humanize the stormtroopers more than anybody's ever thought to have before. Nobody really thought of them as anything. Everybody thought of them as kind of just robots.
That is true. So it did give a little bit of more character toward the stormtroopers. So Kylo Ren, the new villain character, is quite intriguing. I think he's done very, very well. He's presented well, kind of like a badass. I like his character, the costume, everything about it.
I actually have a really hard time having him as this serious role, just because I'm a huge follower of the show Girls. And he is the most unserious person on that show. So it was definitely, when he took his helmet off, I was like, what the hell?
Well, I think his character, his visual appeal, the actor who played Kylo Ren didn't do it for me when he took the helmet off. But with the helmet and everything on, I think he did an amazing job looking like a badass and acting like a badass. So it's a great new addition to the villains. And I look forward to a little bit more story about him. But it is true, when he takes his helmet off, he lost that badass. The rest of the movie, I was kind of like...
He's a softie. He looks like a softie.
Yeah, he didn't...
He was.
But I mean, that's his character, though, is because he's still learning. He's still growing into that villain role that he's doing. So overall, I think Kylo Ren is awesome. It was a great addition to the story. And then, of course, Han Solo. It kind of sucked what happened.
I couldn't believe that he killed him.
Yeah, but I think to further grow the story for the next trilogies, it adds a little bit more. It's just really.
I mean, he was obviously battling with the dark side.
It hits you right in the feels. So it's kind of cool that they did it. Nobody expected that.
I didn't think it would happen. I really thought that he was like switching over back to the light side.
And even speaking about villains, my big question is who is the supreme leader and where did he come from? And I'm sure everybody's wondering the same thing. And I'm sure in the next movies it'll definitely show who he is and where he came from. But
I hope.
It just would have made the movie like 3-4 hours long, which nobody would have minded doing it. But I'm still trying to figure out who he is and what his relation is to the dark side and where he came from. Really?
Like, has he always been there? Was Darth Vader talking to this guy all along? Is he Darth Vader?
And maybe you guys know the answer to these questions that we're asking. Maybe we just missed it, or maybe we should go to the movies and see it again. But you can leave comments down below of what you thought about Star Wars.
And we started watching the older ones just to see, maybe there's some hints about something somewhere about who these characters are. But we didn't really, I mean, we only watched a few of them, so we haven't gotten that far in depth.
So definitely in the comments below, leave us your ideas about Star Wars. But overall, I think the movie was done really well. There are some questions still being asked about Rey, Kylo Ren, new characters, but I'm sure as the movie goes on, it's gonna fully answer those questions. I think it was done really well. But overall, it gets my approval, my thumbs up. It's definitely something you need to see in the movies. It's not something you should bootleg or something that you should.
You don't want to watch that on a canned version. That's for sure.
Go to the theaters. This is one you have to see in the theaters, and we probably even go again.
Maybe.
So definitely like, comment, subscribe. Let us know what you guys thought about Star Wars, and look for more movie reviews that we're going to be doing in the future, plus our giveaways that we do and our unboxings.
Yeah.
And you can find us at?
You can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
So until next time, guys, we'll see ya.
Hey everybody! No, my voice cracked.
You want me to start?
Why do I have to start? I try.
Alright, I'll start.
Well, should I do bangs out or bangs in?
I think it looks fine like that.
Well, okay.
You ready?
No.
So.
See, it's hard.
No, I say so you go, if you haven't seen the movie, you gotta continue my sentences.
Okay, I didn't know where you were going with that.